Throughout our pre-production process, we constantly use different technologies and devices. We did this in order to make our process efficient, creative and successful as possible. We used Blogger throughout the whole production process to plan our production, but also to set out our campaign, so that all of our research and planning were in the same place. We used HTML and embedded codes to put other notes / research, planning, and the Blogger, so that all of our information was easily
Online technology in the form of Facebook to plan our pre-production process. This was a main form of group communication through Facebook Messenger because we were easily able to contact all the members of group at once. This was also used because, as being the social media generation, we were well used to using this technology, meaning that it was incredibly successful in the function of the product.
Even though they had much bigger budgets than us, we were still able to use their designs as inspiration. For example, Shia's video gave us inspiration for the dancer regarding her costume and mise-en-scène, and Rihanna's video gave us ideas regarding the lighting, which led to the idea of the light box. The other use for YouTube was to upload our footage that we made in the pre-production process, such as the animatic and the audition footage. We used this because it was easily accessible and shareable, making it the perfect kind of online technology to use for trying to access an online audience.
It was kind of in a similar way how the video would be shot, so that we would have some idea what the video would look like. We used Logic to cut our actual track to 3 minutes so that it would fit the convention of music video and so that we were prepared for the production day. However, we used Amazon Music and iTunes to buy and download the actual track before we could edit it.
While we used Facebook Messenger to contact other members of our group, we used email to message our cast. This felt more professional than Facebook, so we would be more formal in our tone, mimicking the way the industry would message their cast.
Finally, for the pre-production process, we used PowerPoint to create visually pleasing ways of planning our process. We used this software to create a call list for cast and crew, the shooting schedules, shot list, and treatment for the process. PowerPoint made it easy to set out these plans so that they were easy to read and understand, which was most important for the planning. The most important digital technology we used in the production stage of our music video is the Blackmagic camera. This is the world's smallest digital cameras, which allows us to shoot in high quality, 4K RAW, to create cinematic precision.
By shooting in RAW, it enables us to make detailed changes to our footage using Adobe After Effects and Adobe Premiere Pro. The touch screen on the camera allows us to monitor, change settings, and enter metadata directly on the camera. The camera also allowed us to change the frames per second in order to shoot in slow motion. For our other element, we shot 25 frames per second, whereas for our dancer element, we shot in 50 frames per second. We used 3 different lenses, 15mm, 25mm, and 35mm. The lenses allowed us to alternate the framing between wide, middle, and close.
Using our Canon 5D, we documented our shoot day with lots of photographs. We also used a digital clapperboard monitored on an iPad to organize the digital playback for later on in our editing. In order to make our shooting more convenient, we also plunged our camera onto a TV screen.
In order to make our shooting more convenient, we also plugged our camera onto a TV screen, which helped us to see the footage directly and examine the details to make changes to the focus, the composition of shots, and the white balance. We also used a sound system named Flowback to help us with filming and performing. Using Lightroom, we edited all the visual materials used in our campaign. We shot all the pictures for the website using my Canon 5D. We shot the picture in RAW format so that we could go back and make details changes later on in Lightroom. We used Photoshop to design and construct our digipack. Initially, we downloaded a standard template online and opened it in the software. We then applied creative design and artwork on top of it. We have used a range of basic tools in Photoshop, such as crop, copy, paste, and rectangular tool for area selection. For our final touches, on the selected image, we experimented with levels within image adjustment. Finally, we used Wix.com to construct our website for embargo.
Premiere Pro. We did this to edit. In our post-production, we used Adobe Premiere Pro to edit our music video. We did this to make it into a final cut. We used tools like Blazor to do this. The process for me was done in much more precision and detail than it had ever been done before in my AS year. We also used Adobe Premiere After Effects to color grade our footage, and this was exemplary in the dancer footage and the red, green, blue editing. We also used iMovie to edit the footage from our focus group, which was taken and recorded on an iPhone camera. This is a much more simple editing platform that allowed us to upload this footage more easily and quickly.